automatically habit. So like to answer the first question, like what is habit? Habit is like something that we do even though we are passionate about it or not, but we do it regularly and it goes automatically. So we don't have to put a lot of effort in doing that because we already master it and our mind subconsciously already know how to do that. So we don't waste so much mental effort or mental energy or um, physical energy in order to do that correctly or like successfully. For example, like driving, maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
When you don't have the experience of driving, it can be very scary and you will make a lot of mistakes. It can be very dangerous. We can see from the perspective of people who never drive. They will see like any kind of vehicles that going through his vehicles will be such a threat. But compared to people who already have the habit of driving and they already drive so many times until it become automatically, sometimes they also just they don't really think about how to drive. They just drive it without ever use their brain to think about it. Sometimes they also wondering like daydreaming while driving and they don't really put effort into drive their
Oh, yes.
vehicle. So that is the comparison between what is once the behavior already becoming a habit and with the behavior that haven't been a habit. So it will make you easier to do that. Thank you.
Okay, wow, it's awesome answer. Wow, give her applause, please, to be confident to speak in English. Yeah, of course. When it becomes our habit, okay, we need to effortless, like we don't think about it. Our conscious mind, okay, will 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 not work, okay, for the more effort. It's automatically like we're gonna go home and we know about the routes of the roads, and then yeah, it's like automatically because our mind, okay, saved about the system, about the progress, about what I mean, like process of making that becomes the habit because of the repetition all the time. Okay, thank you, Miss Livia. Wow, good answer. And the next one, who wants? Or I'm gonna choose one of you. Okay, Mr. Suhil, I will let you.
Okay, thank you very much for the change. I think habit is some activity or something that become our habitual in our daily activity. But actually, now I have some problem in doing my habit because I always make my habit, but I couldn't continue that habit. And maybe the presenter for this time could solve my problem. How to solve when we start our habit, but we couldn't continue our habit. Yeah, maybe just that. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Suhil, it's like a short-term habit. When we get a new habit and then we didn't we don't continue or carry on the habit because of we getting bored sometimes. Yes, of course. But we need to find about the cue. Cue, what is cue? Cue like the things make you interested in doing the habit. But before that, what we should take it like we have to change our identity or change our uh, outcome. It's like, okay, I'm gonna be a reader, but how to do that? If I am a reader, when I read it, I change my outcome. When I get it, I'm gonna stop it about the habit because my goal, okay, is read by me. But if we change our identity. After we getting it, continue and for becoming like a long-term habit. Okay, within years, within how to say it, like within months, within years, yeah, and continue. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Suhil. Okay, I mean like is the next slide to answer that, but it's like how to describe a little for that. Thank you. Who wants to go first or to the third? No one? Okay, I'm gonna choose one of you. So, Mr. Imam. Hello, Mr. Imam.
Hello.
Okay,
Hello.
Mr. Imam, I let you to give us your opinion about what is habit.
Okay. Thank you for the opportunity. Good evening, guys.
Good evening.
And for me, same with the previous statement, what is habit is something we usually to do and become our daily activity. And there is one statement that I don't agree with the girl statement that they say that if something become our habit, it's mean we already mastered it. And I don't agree with this statement. For me, habit is something we usually to do and become our daily activity. For example, like my personal experience, like jogging is become my habit right now, and I don't think I already master jogging because there are so many movement that I made mistake with my movement when I'm jogging. And yeah, for me, habit, it doesn't always mean that we already mastered that thing. Thank you, Mr.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Imam. Okay, he doesn't agree with Miss Livia statement. Okay, it's okay, never mind. Wow, criticism, good. I mean, okay, the next one is Mr. Ku. Okay, Mr. Ku.
Okay, here it's my it's my time to practice my English. So to begin with, explaining what is habit. Habit is something that we like it doing without getting under pressure. Means that when habit becomes working or job, how could we define habit? Of course, some cases we are suffering because of we are not comfortable or convenient to do what we love it, because we are getting under pressure. For instance, that we are as a traveler, but because of we do vlogging or vlog or taking to switch on to be content creator, of course we will be slavery for rupiahs or AdSense. Or some cases because we pursue the captivating content, it's going to obtain many views, many viewers. Of course we got under pressure. It means that hobby is something that we do it without getting under pressure by some angles, I guess. Thank you.
Okay, there's no pressure of the habit. Okay, good opinion from Mr. Ku. Thank you very much. Okay, who wants to go? Anything else? Okay, Miss Ennis or Mr. Ennis?
Miss.
Okay, Miss. Okay, time is yours.
Habit. In my opinion, habit is you can build this habit. Maybe this is positive habit. You want to build it. This can be something new for you, but something can be something that you a habit can be something that you do not need to build, but like naturally become habit when sometimes you do the same thing accidentally again and again. For example, like this. I have been coming late to a meeting several times. Then for the next meeting, I become late again and late again. It becomes my habit, and my friends say that anytime we have meeting, Anis will come to the meeting late. It becomes my habit. If I did not change, I do not change it. This may be some habit that I unintentionally built. Nah, habit that I built, maybe I'm someone that doesn't really like reading. Then I start to read a book. Then I feel I get something positive by this new activity. Then I'm starting to addicted to it, or maybe I have intention. Then I start to read every day, maybe 5 minutes a day. Then I intention to build it until I don't know, unconsciously. I don't know what's the termination, yeah. Unconsciously, I do this again and again. Every day I always spend time for this. Maybe that's habit. Oh yeah. This. It's not always something you do at the same time, but also how to say dipengaruhi teman-teman,
Influenced.
influenced by the situation itu. Like the situation is like what, then you do something like what, that's habit. Oh, dia lagi gelisah nih, terus dia, oh, can I say English? May I speak English? Is it okay? Is it fine? When I feel worried, I start to I start to bite my nail. When I feel happy, I'm starting to shake my head. That's habit. Habit or not? That's, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Anis, of your opinion. Okay, a lot of people have their opinion about what is habit, its definition. Okay, it's right. It depends on your thought. It's okay. Never mind. Every single person has their experience. Okay, about this. What is habit? It's like what we are doing right now is habit, like a weekly discussion. We need to speak up in English because we live in Indonesia. Indonesia isn't using not often to use the English language. So this is the proper place to us, okay, for us to speak up. And then yeah, this is our habit every single weekend. Okay, thank you very much. So carry on the next. Okay, Mr. Zelki. Okay, time is yours, Mr. Zelki.
All right, hi. Okay, thank you so much, Shelly, for giving me the time. Well, actually, in my humble opinion, is habit is something that you do like quite often, like you do it repeatedly, or something like is kind of a routine, something like the action that you take for it, like, but you enjoy it. So habit actually is can be good, can be bad. Is, for example, like the good habit is, for example, like you do like exercise, or maybe like you like learning English, or maybe anything else. And the bad habit, for example, like smoking. Smoking is also a habit, but it's not a good habit. And like maybe like staying up late is also a habit, but it's not good habit. And actually is to like actually to change the habit is not really easy. So you have to first to yourself. Like myself, actually, it's for me, it's kind of difficult for me. Like my bad habit actually is staying up too late. I do enjoy, because actually I'm a nocturnal person, so I do enjoy like staying up too late. So the thing that I have to do, I have to first to myself. For example, like probably that today I have to sleep on time. I have to first to myself. If I'm successful doing that, so I have to give the reward to myself. And the next time, the next day, I have to repeat it again and again until it being my habit, spreading from the bad habit to the good habit. So that's actually the habit. The habit is something that you do repeatedly. Either it can be good or bad. So that's the habit. You enjoy it, but it's good or bad. Yeah, that depends on you. So I think that start from now, we have to, like to first ourselves to build the good habit. So that's my opinion. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Zelki. Wow. Okay,
Mhm.
about bad habit and good habit. Okay, it's the next slide, but it's okay. Never mind. You give your opinion. Wow, that's good. Yep, of course. Next. Next, guys. Okay. What? Wait a minute. There's problem. Okay, habit that oftentimes without knowing. Okay, like regularly you're doing it. Yeah, that's habit. The next. Okay, there's a question. What does environment factor influence, okay, our habit and why? Give your best opinion. Like, okay, when we're gonna join like one group, I need to adjust them. When I'm not a reader, but the people there, okay, in that group are reader. So how how could I join them? I need to read, and in the environment, okay, influence me or color me. I can color them, or I can I am colored by them. There's two opinions, okay? I color or influence them, or they influence me. Yeah. So who wants to go first to answer about this question? So I'ma choose. Okay. I'ma choose Miss Livia.
Your slide. Is still
Oh,
what
this
is
one
habit?
feels me. Yeah.
Okay.
Your slide hasn't
Oh,
moved.
okay. Wow. Okay. Okay. There's problem. I apologize about it. I'm mistaken.
Yeah, it's been moved. It's
Okay.
has
It's done. Okay.
Okay. Environment as
Yeah.
our individual.
Environment. We can say like family, friends, group, or someone else. We are close each other.
The most common shipping. Yeah. All right. I think this is a question about whether the habit in ourselves is shaped from the outside or inside, isn't it?
Yeah. Inside, I mean like from ourselves. Okay. To do it.
Yeah.
We can color them or start from outside. They color us or influence us to make a their habit.
Oh, I see.
Example like, okay, I'm joining. I'm gonna be joining a football club, or I'm gonna be joining a reader club, and I need to adjust. And an adjustment need to effort to do that. So it's colored or influenced by environment or not to create our habit or behavior.
I guess it also influenced by outer environment. Like when we try to do things, of course we have to consider so many condition, right? So many situation that can affect us in doing that. For example, like we want to study, we want to make a habit that we will study every day around 7 p.m. until 10 p.m. But when the outside condition, like our house, is very, very crowded, we don't have any like private place in order to do our habit, to create our habit and to maintain that behavior. Of course, it's gonna be so difficult to make it into a habit. It can be um, failed, it can be disappeared quickly, we can be tired before it will become into a habit that is permanent and constant. So for example, like it is by making a good habit, we have to be supported from outside environment, but it is vice versa. When we want to avoid bad habit, but the environment is always give the bad impact to ourselves, like our friends or our family always ask to hang out every night or every weekend. When we want to create a habit that is more productive by spending more time alone to study and building character, so it will be very, very difficult for us to do that because our environment don't support us. So in order to create a very strong habit, we must make sure that we are surrounded by supportive environment that can help us to grow a good and more productive habit than we have before, and to get rid of our bad habit. If there is someone who can support us through our journey, it will be much easier. But of course, yeah, we cannot expect people to always take care of us, right? The habit, the motivation must come from ourselves, but we cannot neglect the influence and the aspect of outside condition that can affect our motivation also. Thank you, Mr.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Livia. Okay, good answer. Yeah. So guys, such as start from our inside, okay, from inside about the motivation, but sometimes we need to from outside, such as when we are joining, or I mean like, okay, I gather with a drink with the people who have a bad habit, example of drinking alcohol, smoking, okay, everywhere, like, okay, within times we're gonna do that, like the people or our friends do it, and then we imitate the people. Sometimes we need to we watch motivational speech to get inspiration or inspiring us to do that. And yeah, of course, get into from ourselves, of course, who will decide about the action, of course. Thank you very much, Miss Livia. Okay, the next one, I'm gonna choose or raise your hand. Okay, Mr. Imam. Hello.
Yeah, for right now, I have no idea, Mr. Sorry.
Okay, never mind. Okay, the next is Miss Il. Hello, Miss Il.
Hello.
Okay, Miss Il, I let you to speak and give your best opinion.
Actually, I'm going to say that I totally agree with that statement before, that the habit starts from ourselves first, but we need to, I mean, we need support. I mean, we consider also about the environment to support us. And I mean, even though it starts from us and it is supported by our environment, but in another side, if we want to build our habit, I mean, the main point is we need to realize that we need to build that habit. So perhaps we need to build schedule first to support us. Yeah, even though, yeah, I mean, we have niat in, I don't know, in purpose, we can say niat purpose, or
Intention.
oh, intention. Yeah, even though we have intention in ourselves and our family support us to do that, but sometimes, I mean, to stand in that habit for a long time, perhaps we need schedule also, but I don't know. I- yeah, that's all.
Okay, that's all. Okay, good answer. Okay,
Make
thank you very
sense?
much, Miss
Okay.
Il. Okay, we need to create a schedule to do that, such
But I
as,
don't know.
okay,
It's not an idea actually. It's not an
but
idea.
it's,
So yeah.
yeah, it's good. Like a lot of people, okay, especially when I was in Kampung Inggris or English village in 2018, my friend, one of my friends, okay, created like write on the paper, okay, and a stick on the wall to memorize vocabularies. because it's hard to do when we have no intention to do that, to reach our dream, to reach our purpose. What is our aim? To take the course, of course, it's good, but the schedules, okay, at 7 o'clock, I'm a do that, like I'm a speak up for 5 minutes, and then after 5 minutes, I'm a have a cup of coffee to relax my mind. Then after having that, I'm a read a book for 2 minutes or 3 minutes to get a new insight. Yeah, it's good. Thank you very much, Miss Il. I agree with you. And the next one. Hello. Okay, Mr. Denyawan. Eh, yep. Who wants? No one. Mr. Ku, you're
Yes,
about to give your opinion.
sure.
Yeah, okay.
Am I audible? Am I audible? Yeah. Furthermore, talking about environment factor influence our habit. Of course, there are two kind of, I don't know what is the specified. It seems like nurture and nature. If nature is established from natural resource or universe, yeah, universe. But if nurture is it comes from environment or cultural ecosystem. So what we are doing, what we are thinking, what we are saying, it because of what we do, it's something that we do it repeatedly or regularly. It becomes our habit or culture because we do that. For instance, English is English easy or difficult based on our, how to say, our speaking or our habit. Instead of saying easy, of course, we have the pattern of learning strategy. For instance, I just practice what I'm looking at surrounding me, or yeah, surrounding me. Seems like how to say, what is that? This one, key. What is the function of key? We are always questioning something around us. Of course, it's unlimited word, unlimited issues that we can practice wherever we are. We just need we just utilize the social media by downloading or installing application or dictionary. So we don't need to bring or carry out dictionary physically, but yeah, of course we can just install an application. It's easier for us to go somewhere, to speak up, to practice, and to, how to say, to say how to say this one, how to say this thing, how to say this one. It's unlimited word, unlimited issues currently that we can practice it. So we don't depend on the small room, on courses, on school, and whatever. So we don't limit our perspective, our notion to say anything. That's what I did in how to say, enhancing my English skill. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Ku. Wow, awesome answer. Okay, good. Yeah, guys, I remembered. Okay, it reminds me about I have two friends when I was there. Uh, he was from South Tangerang, and then the one was from Palu, and the person who was from Palu taught taught me, if you wanna good speak in English, okay, good in English and speak fluently, you need to know about this system. What's that? I asked him, and then he said that, okay, you needed no take a course right now. Why? Class, why? Because it's a proper place to getting, or growing up my, or like skill development. Okay, no, because in the class we are speaking is not more than 10 minutes, but outside, okay, three of us spoke in English every single time, all the time. I didn't take a class, I spoke, okay, because my support system were my friends. And then that is environment, link environment, okay. Oh my goodness, almost. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, who wants anything else? Okay, there's no. Okay, next. Hold on. Oh my goodness. You can see the next screen or slide? Nope. You can see that? Nope.
Nope.
Oh,
Still
okay.
no change.
Okay, this one, guys. Okay, such as
Okay,
what
then.
Mr. Zeki said that we have two habits. It's from bad habit and good habit. What is bad habit? Bad habit is a thing the thing makes us especially how to say decrease our health, and then for the long-term habit, when we are doing all the time and next, okay, time after time, year after year, okay, it will kill us. Yeah, that is bad habit. And how to break the bad habit? Who wants to go first? Mr. Suhil? Mr. Suhil, you want? Miss Ennis?
Okay, I want to try.
Okay, time is yours.
How to break bad habits? I think again, I think it could right or wrong. The first one is you have a very strong reason why you should change it. You should have understanding why is it bad, because mostly people doesn't realize that they have a very bad habit, like lying down and scrolling TikTok in a long time, not in a short time, like wasting time. um, they don't realize it. They don't know that this is bad. They think this is something common and it's fine. It doesn't change their body, and they still feel fit. They're still healthy. So the first one is the conscious, not the conscious, the mindfulness, the understanding that, oh, it's a bad habit. You have to realize that this is bad so that you have intention to change it. You know that, oh, it's bad. I would like to change it. I know it's not easy. You have to have consciousness that this is not easy. Then you start from the first step, maybe reduce it. Not reduce it, how to say, when you do this, like always become sometimes and become never. I don't know how to explain it. Then you change the bad habit into the good habit one. You should know the good habit that suits your personality. Like I love to no I love I I smoke. I could I could smoke 5 cigarettes a day. Then I know this is bad. I know it is not good for my body, and it affected to my next generation, something like that. I know, I realize. Then I have intention to change it. I'm looking for something that suits with my personality. Like, oh, but I don't like reading. But I love doing sport. Maybe I'll go to play badminton. I don't really like sport, maybe, oh, but I love eating. So I start to learn how to cook, something like that. You should find another activity that suits. It's not urging yourself to try something new that is actually you are not into it, gitu kan. Oh my God. Wait guys, we are not allowed to speak English at all, yeah. Something like that. We have yeah, just two things. You have a very strong reason why you should stop. You have consciousness why is it bad, and you have very good. You start it. You start the first step, the new activity that suits you. That's my opinion. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Anis. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Of course, guys, it's so hard to do because it became our habit, and at the moment, if you want to change it, you need to more effort, such as, wow, should I stop it because it's my identity? I am a smoker. Why? Because my friends also do it. Yeah, of course, it's so hard to do. Okay, the next speaker is Mr. Ranga. And thank you very much, Miss Anis. Time is
Okay,
yours,
thank you
Mr.
very much.
Angga. Mr.
Yes, am I audible? Am I audible, sir?
Okay.
Can you hear my
Yes,
voice?
of
Can you hear
course.
my voice?
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, thank you very much for giving me the time to speak up. Okay, let me allow me to deliver my simple idea. Actually, I've just got it from my lecturer in the class last time. Start from what is habit? Habit is an action or an activity that we do in a regular basis, right? Is that right? And then, wait, let me remember. As I find out that sometimes we got lazy, and wait, not from that. Sometimes our body and our minds does not do not want the same. For example, minds is really free, but body sometimes limit, right? For example, in the morning you wanna think that, oh, this day I want to do this, but your body does not get used to it. I mean, you never do that thing that you are thinking in a regular basis. So how to do this is, have you ever heard the concept that if we want to create a habit, or maybe we want to break something, I mean habit, so you have to do this in 21 days. That is what I really remember from my lecturer. So just force yourself to do something in 21 days, so it's going to be your habit, whether it is positive or negative. That is what I remember. I think like that. Yes, that is for me.
Okay, thank you very
much.
much, Mr. Angga. Okay, Mr. Angga. Okay, he said that, okay, our mindset, our mind, our thought, or our paradigm, or how to say it, like mindset is unlimited, and our body is controlled. Okay, our body is controlled. Our body is controlled. Okay, by our mind. Is that right?
Yes.
That you mean? Okay.
I mean, our body sometimes is limit because we don't really get used to it.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. Our body,
Sorry,
our activities, our behavior, our
Uh-huh.
behavior is controlled by our mind, isn't it right?
Sorry, can I say in Indonesia? Sometimes like
For
a moment.
both,
So sorry.
Our body is controlled or influenced by our mind. Our mind. Yeah.
I mean, so sorry guys, my friend's disturbing me.
Okay.
I mean, sometimes our mind and our body does not want the same. I mean, my mindset is free. Like, we want to think of big things. We want to do something really hard this day, but our body does not our body does not get used to it. I mean, tubuh kita tidak terbiasa to do that. So how to force our body, how to do this in a regular basis until our body get used to it. I mean, terbiasa dengan itu. So we need to force our body in 21 days. That is the concept that I really remember from my lecturer. So I have ever done it, and it is effective, I think.
Okay.
That is my experience.
Wow, that's a good answer. And you start from your perspective. And you know that, of course, we need to 21 days. And we remember about this. When we're gonna start our habit, the new habit especially, you know that, should we try or do we do that for a day more than 15 minutes? Is hard. Why? Because our body used to do it. Yes, of course, we need to adjust. Adjustment is crucial for us to undertake the system, and our will save it and will record and reconstruct our mind. And then after that, 2 minutes in a day, 15 minutes for the 3 days later. And then after that, in a 21 day, okay, we have a good habit or good behavior. Start from 3 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, or 3 hours. After that, we can see that everything in time. We need to more effort, and we have to do that. Our body is controlled by our mind, but we have to start from our mindset. It's easy to do, but we think that is difficult to do. Okay, we're not gonna do that. It's not. It will not become our habit or new habit or good habit. And how to break that? Make it invisible. Okay, like that. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Rangga. Wow, that's good.
Okay, anytime.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay, next. Next, Mr. Rangga, I know about you. Oh my goodness.
What, sir? What, sir?
Okay, Mr. Rangga.
Siapa tuh?
Okay, Miss Olivia, Miss Lily, Miss Deborah, Mr. iPhone XS, Mr. Suhil. Okay, Miss Olivia, please.
This is such an interesting question. Yeah, people always like giving cliche. I think cliche suggestion about how to break a bad habit. Like you have to realize whether it is good or not for you. Like you have to remember all the bad consequences. Of course, we know that when we put a label into a habit that is bad, this is a bad habit that I should avoid or I should delete from my life. We already know that it's not good for us. Like from your picture, for example, smoking and binge watching or become couch potato, just laying on the couch or on the bed, doing nothing for the whole day while you are delaying or postponing your assignment or task until the very last minute, or drinking, like binge drinking and spending so much money on partying with your friends. We know that it doesn't, why it becomes our habit, because we as a human, we have to understand first our automatic mechanism of ourself, like our instinctive drive is to get pleasure, like dopamine and pleasure, dopamine linked to pleasure. So we must understand that it is, even though we know from the long-term perspective or moral perspective that it is bad for us, it is not good for us, for our health, for our career, for our social life, for our future. But somehow it is good for our feeling right now. We tend to craving for instant gratification. that we can feel happy instantly. So why people like scrolling through social media without they even know like why I'm doing this? Because they feel validated by getting likes from people or looking another people like doing silly things, and they keep doing that because it is easier to fulfill their needs for instant gratification. So how to break bad habit? Usually people do what they think as a how to say punishment, but in the punishment we create by ourselves, not waiting until the real consequences comes up because it is too late, right? We want to avoid the bad consequences happen before it's really happened because it's too late. We have to make punishment by ourselves. Like when I want to quit, um, I have addiction for social media. I really have difficulties through focusing on finishing my assignment without opening to like constantly checking on my phones. It is very difficult since I also have ADHD and my mind can be quickly shifting from one to another things that is can be barely hardly to focus on just one thing in a quite long time. So how do I break this bad habit? I avoid my phone. I put my phone and left my phone. I go to another room and I give myself a time, like I give myself a 1 hour that you have to do in this 1 hour. You cannot touch your phone. For the first time I do it 1 hour, and if you break your rules for 1 hour you touch your phone, you cannot go out with your friends. With this another like my bad habit is I feel so hard to ignore to reject people invitation. So I make punishment to myself towards two bad habit that actually give me a good feeling, but actually is bad for myself. So if I can focusing on my assignment and finish my assignment in 1 hour and not touching my phone, I can go with my friend on weekend. So for example, like that. But if you cannot like do that in by yourself, you can ask your significant other, for example, your mom or your dad or your sister, please keep my phone for 1 hour. Don't give me my phone until whatever reason I give. Don't give me until the time is out. For example, like that. So just give yourself restriction like a child because we are instinctively still a child. So yeah, I just shared my experience. This is not always succeed, but yeah, it gives a bigger a chance to be succeed rather than just do nothing about it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Livia. Okay, her opinion, okay, is awesome. Like, no, we need someone, okay, we need someone to withhold our phone, and then we don't use it for several times. Example, for 2 hours or 3 hours, we focus on doing that or the more effective habit, like we do homework. Yeah, of course, make it invisible. Like we are not interesting in the phone, of course. Thank you very much, Miss Livia. Who's the next? Mr. Ku, Miss Ennis, Miss Denyaman. Next, next question. Okay, next question. This one, guys. Okay, the key. Make it invisible. Okay, make it unattractive. Make it difficult. Make it unsatisfying. Why? Okay, like what Miss Livia taught us. Okay, we have to decrease the bad habits close from our environment, especially like we tend to play phone when the phone is next to us, and then um, automatically we're gonna take it and we're scrolling about the social media offers to us. Yes, of course. The second is reframe your mindset, because reading is better than fun is. Why? We have to focus on the advantage from avoiding bad habits. And if we remember and we think that is bad, we need to leave it, or we can break in a short term, but for long term, okay, step by step, we have to decrease and increase obstacle. What is obstacle is like it's so hard to get it the phone because my mom, okay, saves my phone. I have no idea where she puts it or puts away the phone, and then subsequently developing the number of the stage is between you and your bad habit. Number 4 is ask somebody what Miss Livia said it. Okay, observing and your behavior, make it is disadvantage commit to bad habit. Like, okay, when I always scroll the social media, okay, I must spend my much money because I need to pay the quota or the internet, and more how to say it and much money, I mean. Okay, who wants? Okay, next question, how to make or create a good habit. But sometimes we think, oh, that is good habit, but sometimes it's not good for me. It depends on, it's contextual. Okay, sometimes we need to eat rice for the person who has an illness, like how to say diabetes. Okay, how to say it, how to pronounce it well, I have no idea. Diabetes. Okay, it's not good for eating rice, but for us, okay, who have a good health, we need to eat rice. Okay, it depends on the people. Okay, the next question, how to create a good habit. Who wants to go first? Miss Dui, okay, time is yours, please. Wait a minute.
Dwi, hello Dwi. You may deliver your perspective.
Hello, am I audible?
Clear, clear.
Okay, I'm sorry because I have kind of connection issues in here. So I think, in my personal opinion, how to create good habit is, I believe that if we want to make change, we need some kind of motivation. And so the first step to create a good habit is to reframe in our mind, to think, to evaluate in our mind what is the motivation of creating a good habit. And that is very important because we know that it is so hard to be consistent of doing something, and to create habit, it means that we have to be persistent. But being persistent is hard. So one way uh, one way to make it easier is to find a strong motivation to do it, to change something. So I believe that the first step to make good habit is to find the strong motivation, uh, how why we want to create good habit itself. And then the second is, I think, after I make or after I find my motivation to create good habit, I think the second step is creating a plan. What do I mean by planning here is, what is the goal of good habit? What is my good habit that I want to create for myself? What kind of good habit that I mean in here? So basically, I need to create a plan, a specific plan about my good habit that I want to create. Um, Recently, me myself, I wanna read books frequently, and I think that is a good habit. And my plan is read at least one page every day, no matter how busy I am, no matter what happened in my day, but at least I need to read one page per day, so I can make a habit out of it. So I can change my habit, which is not like to reading books, become read books every day, at least one page per day. So I think the second step is about planning how to make it real, how to change the habit, how to make the good habit. And while making a plan about creating a good habit, I think the most important that I have to consider is the feasibilities. I mean by feasibilities is the mechanism that I use to create that good habit must be very easy for me. There must be no obstacle at all. So when I want to do it, I don't have any reason to decline it. So I can do it easily and finish it and then creating good habit. So basically, if I want to read some books, at least one page per day, what I'm gonna do is to put that books in some place that I will see that books every time on my home. For example, I see that book frequently on my home. So I put that books on my personal desk, which is I spend time frequently. Mostly, I spend most of my time in my personal desk, so I can see that books frequently, and then I can remember that, oh, I see that books, and then I can remember that I have a goal that read at least one page per day. So I think that will make me always remember about my plan of creating good habit. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Dewey. I apologize. Okay, I called you Miss Dewey. I apologize about it. And thank you very much your opinion. And we have to make a more specific plan, such as we write, and then we need to put next to us, like on the bed for the book, and put away the phone, okay, inside the drawers. Yes, of course. Thank you very much. It's good. And the next one is Mr. Febri. Time is yours. Hello, Mr. Febri.
Yes, I am. All right. Okay, I'm going to open my cap.
Okay, wow, I'm so
Wait a
glad.
moment. Okay, right. Okay, that's a good question. Thanks for bringing this topic, Mr. Tama. Okay, how to create good habit? I don't know. This is my experience or not, but I took it because I read like the book, The Power of Habits by Charles Duhigg, if I'm not mistaken. That's the name of the writer. The power of habit. So that time, if you want to have a new habit, I don't know whether it's good or not, but the new habit, we just need to do it like 40 days on and on. I mean, like every day we have to do it. So that's the reasons. I tried to implement into my daily basis like a couple years ago when I was still learning. I mean, like when I was still learning English at that time. Right now, I mean, I used to wake up after subuh actually, but I wanted to change my habit at that time. I wanted to change my habit. I want to wake up early before subuh. So that's and in my opinion, it's a good habit. So what did I do at that time? I set my at first I set my alarm like 3 times three times. So like at 3:40, at 3:15, something like that, 3:30. So it's okay. Like make it every 10 minutes or maybe 15 minutes, and then until we wake up, and then I wake up at that time. So that's what I did every day. Like after, and well, it is actually make our habits like automatically will be created at that time. All right, okay. And then I mean, like, after 40 days, even before for 40 days, I didn't need like to use my alarm anymore if I want to get up until right now. So I feel right now it's easy for me to wake up before subuh. The very maybe the very late time that I will wake up, maybe when azan subuh. That's the alarm for me. Azan subuh, that I like automatically will wake up. Even though I will sleep like, so that's I mean, like that, because of that habit. So that's, I think, about the habit. Habit is about habit. It's about our, yeah, habit, yeah, habit, yeah. I don't know. That's all, Mr. Tama. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Febri, of your point of view. Thank you. Yep, of course. 3 days. Okay, in the first 3 days, we need to do that. And for the fourth day, and we stop it, and we need to resume about the new habit. So it's so hard to do. Yes, of course, why not? Because our body and our mind don't work about it. It doesn't it's not recorded before or in a previous action. We need to make a real implementation, you know, that we know we have to make it. Okay, set a plan is good for us, and we can speak loudly when it's such a crazy person, right? Like this. Okay, I'ma do that. I'ma read 1 page in a day, especially a quarter past 6. Okay, that is the time. And then after that, for the taking habit, is like after the first habit, reading and writing. After that, for 5 minutes first, and then I need to write what I learned. So yeah, of course, it's taking habit. It's called taking habit. Okay, I got it from James Clear books. Yeah, James Clear's book. Okay, of course. Why I give you guys about this? Yes, of course. Why it's so hard to do, and the 3 days first, and when it's stopped, okay, it will be stopped by us, and then we need to resume the new habit what we did. Okay, such as me. Okay, last month I woke up in the morning, especially 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, and for 2 days I did. And right now, at the moment, I didn't do that. Why? Because I'm so lazy. Because I have no plan. I have no more specific action. It's just in emotion. Okay, the next one, Miss Sophie. Okay, Miss Sophie.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, hi.
Okay, thank you for giving me the chance to speak, and I'm sorry I'm late. Um, related to your slide, I can't actually find a single good habit from my personal life, but I think what I can mention as an example is recently, for like a couple months, I try to being as honest as I can when I see good things from somebody else, whether it's about their appearance or their personality or the way they talk. I'm not waiting any longer. I try to tell them that you look great. It's not because like the chit chat of Indonesian culture or a sweet talk for between friends or stranger, but I'm just trying to being as honest as I can. As simple as they have to know that they'll look great today, or they have to know that they spoken very well, or they behave or treated other politely. They have to know that someone else consider them as a good person. I think someone should tell them about that. And I've been doing it for like months, like maybe almost a year. And the feedback that I receive is very good. Sometimes they feel like, oh, you just like being naive, or I know you just compliment me because in order to make me feel better. But no, I have to make them sure that this is not a regular chit chat. This is the facts that you have to know. That your outfit look amazing, that your eyebrows is beautiful, or your smile make my day. Like, you have to know that you make someone else's happy today, and you're doing a great job. I think that's the only habit that I could think of right now. That's it, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Sophie. Wow, that's good. Yep, it's about her experience. Okay, and you've been doing that for a year. And
Almost a year. I think almost a year.
almost a year. Okay, wow, that's good. It becomes a long-term habit for you. And yeah, of course, about the system and the process make you interested in doing that, and make it easier. And the person needs about what? The simplest things and effortless, like taking the phone, okay, scrolling, okay. There's not much energy we have to do that. Just this, okay. Our time, okay. Thank you very much, Miss Sophie, about your opinion, your experience. Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir.
And the next, Mr. Ku, Mr. Suhil, Miss Anis, hello. Mr. Satri, okay, Miss Anis.
Wow. I've been listening for all opinion, and those were great. I don't know how to say actually. I have no much different opinion. I do agree with the first statement, Mr. Dwi, about to have a motivation. But it is not motivation. For me, it is more like purpose. The reason why. Just same as why you should change the bad habit. You should know the reason you want to have a good habit, because you have intention, because you know what you want to get by this, gitu. Oh my god. Oh my god. If you want to if you want to build a good habit, I want to laugh. How for my English. I'm so sorry, everybody. Okay, back again. If you want to build a new habit, which is a good habit, you should know the reason why. You should have a very good intention. You should have a very strong motivation. Like, why are you still alive? Because you have something that you haven't catch up yet, right? Why you want to have a new good habit? Because you know by this habit you will get something. Like, I'm fuck up with this life. I'm fuck up with being poor. I want to be rich. Then you start to search how to be rich. You search about the rich habit, how the rich think, how do they think, what do they do, how do they work. Then you start, oh, so this is what I have to do. You need something to force you. Maybe motivation can um how to say, not influence, invite you to move gitu ya, but oh my god gitu ya, but you need something to force you, and a strong a straw. Yeah, you need something to force you. Like, if you are a Muslim, you don't know why are you praying, right? You should know, but this is a must, and you anybody force you. Sometimes you don't know why, but because it is a must, you do it. But for habit, it's different from a praying, right? So that you have something in the future why you want it, by this habit, what will you get, Flo? Oh my god. Sorry everybody, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Anis. Yeah, of course. We are what we think. Okay, we got what we did. Is that right? Yeah, of course. Okay. So guys, anything else? Mr. Ku, Mr. Suhil, Miss Deborah. Okay, give us about your opinion. Okay, Miss Il.
Okay, thanks for this opportunity. Yeah, actually, I just want to say that I agree that you need to force yourself. I mean, having motivation is not enough. We have to force ourselves, and I mean, there is no one is coming to do it for us. So yeah, sometimes we imagine that we need someone, we need friends, we need people that around us to support us. But yeah, the main point ourselves. To build a good habit, we need to force ourselves. Yeah, in Indonesia, we can say that we can do it because we used to, and we used to because we force ourselves. We can force ourselves because uh what is that? It's totally confusing. uh yeah, we can do it because we used to do it because the first time we force ourselves. What is the what am I talking about? Right, I don't know. Do you get my point, sir?
Yes, of course. That's good.
Okay, thank you. That's all, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Il, about your opinion. Okay, we have to force ourselves to undertake the new habit, and creating the habit is not easy to do, of course. Why? That I said in a previous sentence, okay? Because uh, our mind has a no how to say recording or record about the system or the process about the habit. Okay, who's the next? No one? No one? Okay, next. Because what time is it? Okay. Wait a minute, guys. Could you see the screen? Nope. Okay, guys, this one, guys. Okay, the first is make a cue. What is cue? Cue is like a clue. When we see the something, especially we are interested in that, and then interesting us to undertake or commit about it, and then like make a scorecard, of course. Scorecard what? Like we write it and then stick on the wall, or sometimes we need to put on the phone, such as a wallpaper, and then speak loudly what I said and about things that you want, and create a schedule. Of course, schedule is important to make it, to create a more effective habit. And then the action, the time. Okay, the action, the time, what time you're gonna do that, where's the place you're gonna do that, in front of the house, on your bed, okay, at a coffee shop, or somewhere that you want. And for implementation or real implementation, it's not about an emotion, but the action is important and it's crucial. Why? We are how to say it, like we are surrounded about the good system of our mind, and then okay, I'm a be there, I'm a good artist, example, an artist, I'm a be good as good public speaker, but you didn't exercise, you didn't do the action, especially about the how many time you do that a day or per day, and then how often you do that, and the time, what time you're gonna do, and how long you're gonna do that, how long for the next day. After this day, you did or you undertaken that for 5 minutes, and you have to add it longer, and add up 1 minute becomes 6 minutes for the next what next day. And then the place, okay, the place is important, of course. And the second is create an attractive place around you. Okay, make your room, okay, is interesting and you enjoy when you do the thing that you want, or you are craving to become this person and what you want. Like, okay, I'm a good speaker, and then I need to speak up, I need to exercise for 3 minutes, and the place is in my bedroom, and I need to make it or recover, how to say it, like fixed every single wall, start from corner, okay, the ceiling, the floor, and everything in your bed or a bedroom, I mean. Yeah, of course, and construct a new habit in a new place, because when we cut the new place, and easier to do that, because our bad habit or our old habit, there's no there, and we can create it. Okay, for this place, the next place, I built the new room in my house, at my house especially, and then this place especially for reading. Okay, there's no activities how to say it, like except reading, just reading. I'm spend my time there just for reading, no writing, no watching, and yes, of course, just reading. And the third is attempt set the books, okay, around you, and you are surrounded by the books, pens, and many things, and easier after you get inspiration, and okay, I'm gonna write it. If you wanna make a song or the lyrics, when the inspiration, okay, is coming up to you, you need to write, because the first thing, the first thought is the best thought. And yep, of course, think some action which have an enhancement in yourself. Of course, you see, you like, you do that, and respond, what you respond will bring you to the reward or the outcome. What is outcome is like what you satisfying you, of course. Okay, next, this is about this good habit. If you want, okay, I'm gonna give you about this. And next, agree or disagree about this. Winner and loser have a same goal to get it, the outcome, and they have same outcome, and but we realize that about the process, or the process is different between them. Okay, so who wants to go first? Miss Il? Okay, Miss Il. Miss Sophie? Mr. Febri?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You want to give your opinion?
Maybe later.
Okay, later. Okay, who wants? Mr. Ku? Wow. Okay, Mr. Ku.
Let me try. Let me try
Of course.
to elaborate. Winner, I'm not a smoker, in my opinion. Smoking is not good habit for my long term, but nevertheless, I used to smoke all day. Then I have given up to smoke. And then the second statement, loser, I want to stop smoking. I guess I will break the bad habit. However, I still smoke. And the loser notion, a loser statement, say that I want. It
Yes.
means that it's still planning.
Of
if
course.
in the winner, if in the winner, they say that I'm not. So when we deep dive to elaborate the word by selecting by selecting certain vocabularies, of course I prefer loser because we are still planning, even though we are active smoker or passive smoker. Why? I assume that being smoker or not is an option, but we try to absorb because we are living in how to say in this country which has a culture. So if we smoke in a certain place or specify a specific place, it doesn't matter for us as long as we do not bother or disturb someone else. But the question is, the question is how to be polite as a smoker when we smoke wherever we are. I personally don't know how to figure out or how to how to how to say remind or how to advise the active smoker. Even the smoker will decline or will say that I couldn't control the smoke. I just smoke by myself. Why? I have to control the smoke. Whether you agree or disagree, it's based on your assumption. For me, I enjoy smoking, and smoke will go somewhere because of air or whatever. It becomes polluted air because maybe they do not think how to say environment, or they do not care about the environment. I guess like that. So we couldn't blame. Of course, we have to be aware. For instance, we are gathering with a lot of friends that are male or female active smoker and passive smoker. Just try to appreciate someone who is not active smoker. Yeah, and I think so. Thank you.
Wow, that's good. Mr. Ku, yeah, of course, we're smokers. So when we are smoking, uh, the place where we want, of course, but we have to know about, okay, where there are children there, or I mean, like adult people, especially like start from 40 to 50, okay, you're old people, then we have to polite and we have to appreciate them, and we need to stay away from them, of course. But okay, Miss Sophie. Okay, Miss Sophie, please.
Sorry. Okay. I agree with Mr. Ku's statement this time. I think, frankly, we could see the huge difference between the winner and the loser based on your screen is the loser always using future tense while the winner using present tense. So they're not waiting any longer to do their action because they think this is a present time, we should do it immediately or as soon as possible. While the loser still procrastinate or postpone their action because they think it will happen in the near future. And also, I think what makes the statement appear because of the how high the necessities or the how demanding the situation is. For example, setting goals, setting a good habit or new good habit, it's a fun action. We would like to be this productive, or we would like to be this consuming healthy food, or positive thinking all the time, if it is still in our mind, it's such a fun thinking or fun action to think about. But when it comes to like the process or in real action, that is the struggle started. So what makes me sad that this is based on how high the necessities or how demanding the situation is. For example, you want to stop smoking just because you think that's a good thing to do. You don't have any other reason, such as it will decrease my health, or it was harming my surrounding, or I will hurt my closest ones. You don't have any other motivation to stop smoking. You just think that smoke is a bad habit and you just need to stop doing it. Well, the winner maybe think that I should stop smoking as soon as possible because first it will take time. The faster I started, the faster I will heal or making a good progress in my life. Or maybe I couldn't be able to apply in particular jobs because the environment just couldn't stand the smoker. So they have like more motivation when it comes to the winner instead of the loser. I think that's the difference between them two.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Sophie. Yep, of course. Between the winner and the loser, wow, they are interested in our discussion because what makes them different is about the system of them, okay, of their selves, especially like I'm a smoker. When I need to, when I say I want to smoke, I want to stop smoking, then I'm still buying, okay, a package of the cigarette, but sometimes I bought it around 2 or 3 cigarettes, okay. It's called in bahasa eceran. And then yeah, about the system, because the how to say it, the lighter or the matches, okay, I can see in my house, especially at my house around me, where because I put them every single place, on the corner of the living room, okay, at my bedroom, especially on my bed, because I still see that, okay. And then yeah, of course it's so hard to do, but for the winner, okay, he tried to stop, not he tried smoking, but he tries to smoke because they are different. And then he put away about his lighter, the mantis, and when he go to the store for buying something, and then he sees the cigarettes, and he thinks, okay, it's not interested, okay, so I'm not interested, it's not interesting for me, and I don't want to purchase that. It's not good for me and the system of the process of himself. Okay, thank you. Next is Mr. Dwi. Yep.
Am I audible?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Tama. So I think the difference, what makes the process of winner and loser, I think the different why the winner become the winner is the perseverance of the motivation. So maybe those both of them, the winner and the loser, have same goals, which is stop smoking or not smoking, because maybe they have some kind of motivation, or maybe they realize that smoking is bad and it can harms their health care. But in reality, when they try to stop smoking, maybe the difference that makes one side winner and one side loser is the perseverance of their motivation. Stopping bad habit is very hard, it must be really hard and take so many obstacles in front of them on the process of stopping that bad habit. So the one thing that can make stopping this bad habit, in this case smoking, are successful is the persistence of the motivation, I guess. I think the loser maybe want to stop smoking, and then the loser realize that it is bad to smoking, but maybe the loser is just not persistent enough to stop those habit, which is smoking, and still cannot stop that, still kind of feel still tempted to smoke another cigarettes, and then as the result fail to stop smoking and still smoking. But the winner maybe has the same same thought, that is smoking is bad, but then the winner has more persistence on the process of stop smoking, and that's why the winner can successfully stop this bad habit, which is smoking. I don't say that smoking is bad, but on this context, which is stop smoking, so smoking is bad, I guess, in this context. Maybe there is some kind of point of view from the loser. Maybe he changed the opinion, he changed the mind that first he think that smoking is bad because it can affect, it can harms the healthcare, but maybe after some kind of, after time goes on, try to feel that while smoking, he or she can find the clarity in their mind, like it is a method to calm herself, to just make more comfortable to think on something, or to make the stressful comes out or disappear. Or maybe there is just smoking that can calm yourself. So maybe when they find out those fact, which is smoking not only bad, but there's actually one benefits that can be taken from smoking, maybe he changed the mind and not trying to stop smoking anymore. So the difference is, I think the difference is about the persistence of the motivation, and not giving any chance of what is that? Any chance of inattentive of another point of view, which is if I want to stop smoke, and then I have the reason, and just stay on that reason till I get it, stop smoking. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Dwi. Okay, what makes their difference is about the start from it, such as you started from change your identity. And when I said it, I'm not a smoker. I will not smoke anymore. And then I will not buy the cigarette, the lighter, or the place that like trigger me to smoke for the second time. And the loser just in emotion, just okay, I wanna. There's no real implementation, and he doesn't make or create it from his identity, but start from identity. Okay, he will know he's gonna be now about the thing. Okay, so such as I'm not a smoker, why should I smoke? Because I realized that it's not good for my long-term health. Yeah, of course. Thank you very much, Mr. Dwi. Okay. And yeah, of course, this is about this. we have to start from the changing an identity, changing the process, and changing the outcomes. But the outcome is not about the change, but about the reward that we're gonna get from the good habit or the habit that we built in the previous our action. Okay, the conclusion is this, guys. Mostly people are craving to have a good habits, but they are just talking about it. They are not insist on undertaking or committing to prove to reach about the habits. And yeah, of course, it's just an emotion, such as me. Okay, I'm a good in English, but I seldom even I never speak in English in my house, especially in my hometown. My friends don't speak in English, and I need to this place, especially other community. What the community gives us, and this is the proper place, and you have to use it because this is advantage for you, and you have to speak up. If you don't speak up, there's no place. There's no place. Yeah, and then. However, they are unwilling to have more effort in the beginning of the process. Of course, for me, to start it for the first step of process is hard to do. What Mr. Ranga said, it, okay, when we did it, and after that we stop it, and we have to resume, start from the first step. Wow, it's so hard. And okay, I'm not gonna do that for the second time because I need to restart. And anyone is capable of meditating, such as a topic, the smallest thing, a day. Put a book on your bed, read the page of the book. Of course, it's easy. There's no more effort. Okay, there's no much energy. Read one chapter. Reading one book is difficult, and discussion is difficult because of we have to understand about one book, and we have to how to say it, like conclude it, how to say conclude, isn't right? Conclude of the book. Okay, we have to describe to the people and give another opinion, start from the people or someone else. And then the second is write a sentence. It's easy to do. Write a sentence, write one paragraph, write 1,000 words. Okay, it's a little hard or hard, you can say that. It depends on you. And write an article along 5,000 words. Yes, of course, when we want to write an article, we have to know about the source, the resource, and we have to observe about this, what's the problem about it, and we need to set or arrange every single words, every single word. And write a book. Oh, it's complicated. Okay, action is a thing to generate an outcome in a process. When we do that, body action and generate it, we're gonna get it. And yeah, after that, we'll get such as we join the championship. I mean, like a football champion, and we are the winner. We get the, how to say, piala. I forgot about the trophy and the reward. Okay, the outcome is the trophy what I get, and start from the changing to change the identity. When you get the trophy, you're not gonna stop the habit, but if you change your outcome after get it, you will stop it. That James Clear said in his book Atomic Habits, this one. You can see Atomic Habit. Okay, guys, time's up. Okay. Mr. Ku, thanks very much for your change.
All right. Okay. I do appreciate for how how to say, for participating in this discussion. But before we end this meeting, I would like to give some feedbacks in order to be colorful in our speaking. Oh no, this one. Wait a second. This one. There are certain incorrect seems like grammatical and whatever. Yeah, we do not say that it's mean, because why? Means is verb, so it should be it means. It is common mistake. So it means, not it's mean. Why? Because mean is verb, so it should be it means. And I don't agree. It should be I disagree. Or I am not into you. I'm not on your side. Bisa ya menggunakan for I'm not on your side. When we are joining, I'm not on your side. Or your statement is good, but this is the way how to do debating. When influence tadi ada dipengaruhi, the environment is always give, nah, because give is verb, it should be the environment always gives. Seems like this one. Okay, there are used to plus verb kan, it means that biasa atau selalu. Kita dekat verb satu, bentuknya lampau ya. Kalau mau bilang selalu tapi dalam masa lampau bilangnya used to, bukan always. To be is MR, ketemu used to plus verb ing, terbiasa. I'm used to getting up late. Saya terbiasa bangun terlambat. If get used to, itu adalah mulai terbiasa. For instance, I was getting up late I was boring study. I was boring to study. Saya dulunya malas belajar. I was lazy to study. I was lazy to study. Nah, but now I get used to studying hard. Nah, saya sekarang mulai terbiasa belajar lebih giat. Nah, itu jadi kebiasaan yang baru dibentuk. Decline, tadi ada decline, menolak. Frankly, berarti Miss Sophie bilang frankly, sebetulnya procrastination, penundaan, not their self. Ya. When we practice, we try to keep controlling our grammatical error. But it should be themselves. And then retail, eceran, trophy, tadi piala. Okay, thanks for this one. For evaluation later on, I will share to the group in order to be clear for the next discussion. But before we end the discussion, I allow you to show your face in order to do documentation in this meeting. Miss Novia, Miss Shofi, Miss Il, Jeniawan, Miss Anis, Mas Suhil, Mas Febri, I allow you to open your camera. Come on. Mas Febri, you are handsome man. Oh, Miss Sophie, your voice seems like different that I heard last time. Jenny?
I was sick last time.
Oh, you were sick. What kind of sick?
Flu.
Oh,
I got
flu. Yo, come on, let me count it till 5. Jenny, Miss Nafi, Il, Mas Suhil. Yo, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Peace, peace, peace. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Mas Suhil, nice. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, once more. Hey, where? Oh, wait. Once more. Yo, freestyle. 1, 2, 3, go. Hey, not 3. It should be 1, 1, 2, 3. Thanks a lot. Okay, before I end this meeting, when I say Otak community, you answer yesterday, say tomorrow. Okay, Otak community. Yesterday, you say tomorrow. Okay, see you next weekend with a different topic and enjoy the discussion. The last I say good evening and happy weekend. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much,
Bye-bye.
guys.
Thank you
Okay,
so much.
see you.